Well, hello everybody, this is Street Outlaws Snow Prep Talk. Today we're going to talk about Reaper's new car, Fancy, or Red Reaper, and its impressive test passes before the Virginia Motorsports Park race. Now, before I go directly to their photo owners, please subscribe and comment, and stay tuned for a lot more videos coming, all about the Street Outlaws Snow Prep Gangs race series and all the other Street Outlaws show. So, we finally got to see Red Reaper in action. Sadly, though, at Virginia Motorsports Park, he grenaded a blower and it damaged the motor. But right before Virginia, he made some very impressive test passes. Now, I got to see this car in person. It's a very nice car, and it's very, very light. And it runs a big block Chevy. But this big block Chevy is built by Scott Duggins at Par, and they know how to make a lot of horsepower with the ProCharge big block Chevy combination. So right before Virginia, this car went to a track, which honestly we don't know where it was, and made some impressive test passes. These two were 330 runs, and it went a 263 through 330 and a 264 through 330. He obviously led off, and it coasted to a 438 and a 448 respectively. 60 foot was a 100 and a 991 60 foot. Now you can see these videos of these passes on Reaper's Instagram page. Now then, he actually made a longer rip. This car went a 967 to the 60 foot, which is right up there with anybody in NPK. And it's a lot faster than many of the top cars on NPK right now. A 261 to the 330 and a 396 at 182 miles an hour. Now, everybody is saying that 182 miles an hour, that's way too slow, that he's not going to be competitive, and that the top cars are running in the mid 380s and he is running in the mid 390s. Well, he was on the chutes at 400 feet. And 182 miles an hour for this combo is way low. So obviously, he wasn't on full power through the 8th mile. Now, this motor is a 14.5 degree headed Par motor, 565 cubic inches, and it's running a 136 blower, spinning it basically at max RPM. So he is making 48 pounds of boost. I can tell you, with those cylinder heads and the fact that it's built by Scott Duggins at Par, and he knows how to make power with these motors, it's making, in good weather conditions, in good air, 3,200 to 3,300 horsepower at the crankshaft. And this car is 2,500 pounds. So this motor will propel this car on a full lick to the 8th mile in good weather conditions over 190 miles an hour easily. So if you run the back split numbers of, let's say, 190 mile an hour pass with a 261 330, that's a 390 flat. And this car will run in the mid 80s. I mean, he can go faster to the 330. It basically was the first test session that they had with the car that was successful. And it will run over 190 easily to the 8th mile. So as long as Reaper doesn't keep breaking blowers and having issues, which hopefully he will not have any more issues, this car is a very competitive NPK car. As I've just said, this was the first successful test session he had with this car. So with more time, it's definitely going to be faster.